2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. Today, a Sunshine State showdown in Florida. They believe their level of football is just a cut above. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Handoff from the gun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Offense set on 1st down. They'll try the run. At the 45, on his way. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Well, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
From the red zone, it's O'Neal.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The Bulls in the hurry up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on.
He's off to the races. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He'll try the left side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. My, oh my, 41 yards on the ground in the 1st quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
A run for the quarterback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for the whole length of the game.
Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Florida International, 7, South Florida, 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They keep attacking through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. With jet sweep pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires it down the seam. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
They go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. FIU pushing tempo. Trying to get in the end zone again. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Jones to throw. Fires to the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day either. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
Still on his feet at the 40. Got a lot of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Steps away. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They've got the screen set up. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He's got it down the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Washington State is running away with things, and I'm not sure anyone inside that program saw this coming today. They're up by 28 over Minnesota. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the... Makes the grab on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Jones wants to throw it. Got rid of it just in time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Panthers will boot it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll run it from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Catch in the middle. It's O'Neal. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers. That completely vacates the middle of the field wide open. Running back runs right into it, and nice job on the throw.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down for the offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw it again. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
South Florida, 17. Florida International, 7.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Jones to throw. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
FIU will line up to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Florida International.
Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Bulls will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Ripping through the defense. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll take it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, South Florida. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Number 25, set to kick this one away.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. FIU pushing tempo.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to...
He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Jones wants to throw it. Touchdown, FIU! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
14.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line. Brings up third down.
And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. give to the back. At the 45 on his way. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
To the 10. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Bruh. I can't make this shit up, bruh. These default players, JUCO players ain't doing it, bruh. God damn, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Motion from the offense.
That's crazy.
Quick pass on the jet
That's
motion.
it.
And they will score. Touchdown Bulls.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Washington State has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been darn near perfection. They're up by 36 over Minnesota. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the right side. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. FIU pushing tempo.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go right back to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Panthers. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He's back to throw on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
Bro, you know you got a punt, bro. You up. Or, they probably know 4,000. All right, fuck it. Let's ride.
They already have a comfortable lead up by
Damn, bro. Nigga don't got a punt. Nigga up. That's weird, bro. You had to revive that. Oh, mama, that's sweet. Oh, my God. Come on, bro.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Byers on the move. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Going up top on first down. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll try the toss to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his accuracy.
Bro, you might as well go for it, bro. Don't follow the rules now, bro. Yeah. Don't follow the rules now, bro. Go for that shit, bro.
Come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move.
Come on, man. You gotta do something else, bro. That's sweet, bro.
I think sometimes
oh, man. You don't got no type of playbook but YouTube, man. Come on. Hey, B. I do better than that, man.
That was maybe a little bit too obvious, and I think you can put that fourth down fail on the play call.
Crazy, bro.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out, execute, and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.